Hi guys, back once again with another video, and this time I'm going to be talking about some of the problems I've got with the CW TV universe. Overall I would say that the CW does a really good job. I would say that they're running 4 shows, all in the same universe, and they do a pretty bang up job of delivering a good show. They don't always succeed, and sometimes the quality of the shows vary. In terms of budget and things like that, you can see where they hold off budget to spend it elsewhere. But for the majority of the time, they really do deliver good quality shows. They're asked to deliver 20 plus shows a year over four different iterations. Flash, Arrow, and so on. So that's like 80 odd episodes a year. That's a lot of writing to do. So for the most part, I would say they are sort of 90% there. But there are a few issues here or there that I've got, and I just want to get it off my chest, get it out there. Like one of the major issues I have with the show, with all the shows, is the whole team aspect of it. If you watch any of the shows, you see you've got Team Arrow, you've got Team Flash, you've got Team Supergirl, and initially I was thinking like, it's not really that much of a problem. But the more I started thinking about it, the more it was like, actually no, this is a real problem, because I understand what they've done. They've taken the supporting characters and given them a bit more to chew on, so that they can write their way around the lead character. But that then is really the problem, because the lead character stops being the main character in their own show. The stories become more about soap opera and melodrama, about what's happening in this character's life, in this character's life, in this character's life, and it's less about what the actual lead character of the show is actually doing. It's a bit of a problem, because like, I understand why they've done it this way as well. Don't get me wrong, I do get why they've done it this way. They tackling a character, a comic book character, and they're targeting at a particular audience demographic which is susceptible to this style of writing. This sort of, again, this melodrama that they can put in, and the reason why they do that as well is it offsets the fact that they don't have to do balls to wall action all the time. But the other problem with that though is that you've got Team Arrow, Team Flash, Team Supergirl, and the real problem with that then is that you've got Legends of Tomorrow, which is a show all about a team, and by giving everybody else a team, these guys over here, they kind of getting left aside, because what makes them special has been now distilled throughout the other shows as well. So what makes these characters stand out, they get lost in the shuffle now. The other thing as well is that, by having characters like Supergirl, who really and truly doesn't need a team, she really, yes, she's learning, and yes, she's getting used to being a superhero, but giving her a team is not the way to go with that character. We're several seasons, 3 seasons into Supergirl now. I wasn't keen on the whole secret military idea, with her working with them from the start. I didn't like it when it was in that sort of crappy cave. I like it more now that it's in the tower, but I just don't like the idea of a solo character like Supergirl having a team. The reason being is that I think that you stop the character from being able to learn by themselves. It's a case of these people are sort of helping this character, which is okay. I understand that, but it's why we create supervillains. In the comic books, why heroes have supervillains is because they have different types of supervillains to test these characters, to reveal something about this character, to be able to tell a story through this character. And that's not happening. What's happening is that all the supporting cast are taking centre stage, and the lead characters in the back as the basis for all of this storytelling to go on. It's not awful, it's just it does detract away from the leading character. Which is what the shows are supposed to be about. You know, The Flash is supposed to be about The Flash. You know, I get it, they've got Vibe, and they've got Killer Frost, and they've got H.G. Wells, and they've got all these characters that they they can always tell stories about. But the real truth of the matter is that if none of those characters were in the show, the Flash would still be the Flash. He would still be the smart guy who can run really fast, who's got these abilities, who can really solve these situations. And by having all these characters, you're not telling this character's story. At least not to the best of this character. And it's the same with Arrow. I mean, look, I love the character of Diggle. I like Felicity. I like the fact that he's got sort of the man in the van sort of thing. You know, Guardian's got man in the van, but you know what I mean. He's got somebody on comms that can tell him, you know, so he's got something that can help him bounce off. But when I watch the Arrow I should say, I really want a story about Oliver Queen. I want the Oliver Queen story. I'm not tuning in to watch Wild Dog. I'm sure there are other people that might be. I'm just not one of them. So, is there a fix to this problem? Well, yes, you can get rid of the teams. You can sort of break the teams up. That would be a good start, I think, because you know the character progression in these shows is very, very limited, because you can only make small chunks of character development per episode anyway, and these small chunks are now being broken down and given to other characters. So, you know, 6 years in, and you really haven't gone very far at all. And like I said, my main problem by having all these teams is that it takes something away from a show which is supposed to be about a team. I'm not sure if there's really anything else I can really say about this, really. It's just that I understand why they write it this way, I understand why they do it this way. I just wish the focus was more about the lead character of the show. Anyway, that's what I think about the CW shows and my problems. One of my problems with it, and I'm going to leave it there. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, and feel free to click that subscribe button or the like button if you've enjoyed this video. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. See you later, guys.